Hey guys, welcome back to Maximum Automation. If you are new to this channel or you haven't subscribed it yet, then please subscribe the channel to get more videos on automation. So today we are going to talk about the Visual Studio Code, and we'll see that how can we use Visual Studio Code to utilize or write automation framework in C#, and that is without any license cost, means absolutely free. It's always been a question that which language should you use while designing or creating your framework. Shall we go with Java or C# or any other language like Python, Ruby? The major challenge in choosing the C# over any other language was the cost factor. To develop the framework, you would need Visual Studio Professional or Enterprise version license, which comes with a hefty price. And if we talk about Visual Studio Community Edition, then it is good for an individual, but it's not meant for a big organization. But now, with Visual Studio Code, which is a free source code editor, you can write or use your framework in C# without any license cost. Let's see that how can we use our C# framework in Visual Studio Code, and what are the different plugins or extensions which we need to install. So this is the Visual Studio Code which you can download from the website code.visualstudio.com/download. You can download the setup based upon the operating system which you have, like Windows, Linux or Mac. After you install the Visual Studio Code, then open it. You will see this kind of welcome screen of the editor. To open your project in VS Code, click on File, Open Folder, and then select your framework folder. Here I'm going to use the same framework which we have already created in our previous videos. So I'm selecting the folder called Selenium and Unit, and then we'll click on Select Folder. Now you can see all the files and folders available in our framework. We are getting two projects over here. One is external project and the other one, which is our main project, called Selenium and Unit project. And this is our solution file of the project. If we expand our main project, then we can see all the folders and libraries available in the project, like test cases, result folder, libraries, and hooks. Also, we can see the files available under these folders. If we go to the test case folder, then we can see our feature files and their respective .cs files. Now the next thing we'll see is that how can we get and run our test in Visual Studio Code. But before that, we need to install some plugins. So to do that, select the Extension tab from the left side menu bar. Here you can see that I have 3 extensions already installed. The first one is .NET Core Test Explorer. This extension helps in getting the list of available tests in the framework and provide the facility to run them. The second one is C# for Visual Studio Code. This extension helps in C# editing support, like including syntax highlighting, IntelliSense, go-to definition, and so on. Then the third extension is for Cucumber Gherkin support, which helps in writing the feature files by providing the features like syntax highlight, auto-completion of steps, on-type validation for all these steps, and many more. So you need to install these extensions, and you can do that by typing the extension name in the search box, and then select the extension from the list. I'm not getting the install option for this right now since it's already installed. But in your case, install option will be there, like we are getting in this Java Test Runner extension. So install all these extensions before you can start. Once you are done with the installation of .NET Text Explorer, you will get the beaker sign in the left bar menu. When you click on this icon, you will get the list of all available test cases in the framework. You can see that we are getting list of all feature files, and under that we have all available scenarios. So now, if you want to run any of the scenario, then we have to select the scenario and click on Run icon. Let's say, if I want to run the feature file, myfeature.feature, which basically contains the scenario, to go to the Amazon.com and search for the book, and then verifies the price of the book. Now to run the scenario, we'll go back to the Test Explorer screen, and then we'll select our scenario. You can run the scenario by clicking on the Run icon next to the scenario name or at the top of the menu. You can also run by doing right click on it and then select Run Test. Now let's run this test. So I have clicked on the Run icon and execution has been started. So this will go to the Amazon.com and then we'll select the book, and after that it verifies the price of the book. So as you can see that execution has been done and we are getting the test status as passed. Now to see the execution results, you can go to the result folder and can see the result HTML and the logs file. To open the result file in browser, open the file in File Explorer and then double click on it. Here you can see your execution results. So guys, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. Please comment in the comment box if you want me to create another video which covers VS Code in details. Also, please like and subscribe to the channel to get more videos.